Family, welcome back to League of Cousins Week 5 recap. Now, before we get started, I would like to have a moment of silence for our Los Angeles Dodgers, who I just watched get swept about 15 minutes ago. Now, I'm going to put this Dodger blanket on because usually when I watch the game, it makes me feel nice and toasty. So hopefully right now it'll do the same thing. Woo! That did not make me feel better. But you know what? I got it covered because I got a little henny hen right over there behind the camera. And when I'm done making this little video, I'm gonna sip it one time. And when I'm done, I'll be feeling just fine. Anyway, let's start with that first game. The Avengers with 94 points versus Charles's wondrous team with 74 points. Now, I'm trying to make this game sound exciting, but it was a bit of a snoozer. Now, Angel's team could only beat one team this week. Guess who that was? Charles's wondrous team. It looks like the champ still has a little bit of lady luck on her side with a couple of ballers. We had Stephon Diggs with 25 points and David Montgomery with 21 points. But Charles, it's like leave no team behind without a win. Charles got it covered, handing out wins like Oprah. You get a win, you get a win, you get a win. Man, I didn't even have to change my notes from last week's game. Same story. 8 on 9. You had one player who didn't play but was in the starting lineup, so you took a donut. What could I say? It is what it is, right? Some things just can't be explained, kind of like how the Dodgers postseasons go. On to the next one. Now, next we have King Beef. But first, I must dance. Go, King. Man, y'all don't know nothing about no King Beef. Go look up Martin's King Beef so y'all know what time it is, all right? So King Beef had 117 points versus Zena's Warriors with 107 points. Now, Ashley had me sweating bullets in this one, to be honest, y'all. I really thought she was coming back, Ash, but thank the Lord above for Tariq Hill, who caught a 54-yard touchdown pass with no socks on. Now, the story is he was on the sideline getting treatment, and he didn't have time enough to put his cleats and his socks on. So, of course, he put his cleats on, ran out there, caught a 54-yard touchdown pass, and then the league fines him $7,000 for that. Really?
What?
This dude is out here committed to the league, box office, and y'all fine him $7,000 for that? Anyway, Ashley did have a baller in Jacoby Myers. Now, Jacoby balled out. He actually was replacing Aaron Jones, who was injured on your team, and that actually worked out because he ended up scoring the most on your whole team. But unfortunately, that was it. And nobody could predict that Justin Fields was going to go bananas on your bench. Yeah, you didn't start him. 32 points. That would have put you over the top. But I don't blame you because I would have started Tua as well. I mean, he was going against the Giants defense. It made sense. And Justin Fields has been struggling lately. So I completely understand. I'm with you on that pick. But I told you it was going to be hard deciding which one each week. Now, don't start second-guessing yourself, because that's when it gets real tricky. All right, on to the next one. Next, we have Mustard on the Beat with 144 points versus Let's Go with 101 points. Now, Mustard outperformed his team's projections by 26 points on his way to victory this week. And the person who led the charge was, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Chase. C-H-A. That don't really go. All right. Anyway, Jamar Chase had 55 points. Straight balling this week. Reintroducing himself to the entire league and all his fantasy managers who drafted him #1. I mean, even Charles could have got a victory if Jamar Chase was on his team this week. He was bananas. Now, Let's Go has some ballers too. He had Hopkins with his best game this week with 23 points. His defense scored 24 points. But honestly, that was it. The rest of his team was like an old pimp walking around the streets in platform shoes with goldfish in the bottom. And you know what? Them goldfish deserve better. Next, we have the blowout of the week. Man, y'all know I can't pass up no corny jokes. Anyway. And Burrow with 187 points versus OC with 109 points. Now, Amber's team balled out clearly. Welcome to the party, Amber. And I know exactly where to start with Joe Burrow. I know I've been hard on Joe, but Joe said, put some respect on my name. 25 points. He finally showed up to the party. I loved it. And there's a lot of ballers on the team, honestly, I could point out, but we ain't got time. I mean, there's too many to count. It's like everybody on the team balled out. But the person I'll mention the most is DJ Moore. I'm trying to do my DJ Khaled impression. 55 points. He had like 8 receptions, over 200 yards catching, 3 touchdowns, and another one. I think he just scored another one. Like, dude was balling. Whew, Amber. I hope you save some of that for next week. Anyway, now OC had one baller, Hall from the Jets with 31 points. Pretty good night, but not enough. Not near enough. I bet you wish your last week's team met Amber's team this week, but this ain't the Avengers, and we ain't got no time machine, and this is reality. And in reality, you got your butt whipped. Your team was like Hall and the Crickets. It sound like a band that I would never go see. Anyway, on to the next one. And last, the game of the week, where we had no profit share. I won it all with 157 points versus JC's balling team with 130 points. Now, this was a huge game. We had the number 2 power ranked team versus the number 3 power ranked team. Now, I know maybe it wasn't as close as all of us thought or hoped it would be, but both teams still put up a good stat line. Now, No Profit had plenty of ballers on the team to go around, with Jalen Hurts having 29 points, Etienne having 37 points, Dallas Goedert coming out at the tight end position with 26 points, and we had Puka Nua still balling, even though Kupp came back with 20 points. Now, JC's ballers were Josh Allen with 31 points, Kupp himself, welcome back to the league, Cooper, with 20 points, and Josh Jacobs was 1 yard away from 20 points with 19.9 points. Now, Josh, I empathize with you. I, too, know what it feels like to lose to a big bro. You never hear the end of it. I know. But I have a feeling that you're going to get a chance to run it back. So do not throw away your shot when you get that chance again, all right? Now, with that being said, I'm going to leave you with a quote for the day. If hard work is the key to success, most people would rather pick the lock. It's true. All right, you guys. That's all the time we have for today. I love you, family. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the weekend with your families. And be safe until I see you again next week. Take care, everybody. Peace.